What fights are better, Naruto or Dragon Ball Z? Now I know what some of y'all thinking, because most of y'all are probably new to the channel. Some of y'all are probably thinking like, oh, this nigga finally talking about different animes, sorta. Like low key, I'm gonna just break it down. If you're new to the channel, I'm usually a nigga that only talks about Naruto. Like I kind of go in depth with the characters and the fights and the scenes and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But low key, do I want to be trapped in that box? No. I kind of want to talk about all animes because nigga, I watch a lot of anime. But I don't know if the algorithm just sees me every time I try to talk about a different anime. The algorithm just be like, nigga, no. And that's gonna change now. Like this year, I'm gonna talk about a lot of different animes, bro. I'm not gonna only talk about Naruto. So going into the future, I want niggas to understand that I am not only gonna talk about Naruto. With that being said, let's talk about this topic, even though it has a lot to do with Naruto. Alright, so what fights are better, Dragon Ball Z or Naruto fights? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, growing up, bro, as a kid, a nigga like me, I watch both. I watch Naruto and I watch Dragon Ball Z, bro. I feel like Dragon Ball Z is more like aesthetic or pleasing to the eyes because it's like, nigga, you don't really know what's going on with the plot. You don't really understand what's really going on. I was like 6 years old. I just see two stars in the sky fighting. I just see niggas boxing, and I'm like, yo, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I started really rocking with Naruto, and I'm like, bro, these niggas really boxing for purpose. Like, he's trying to kill his brother because his brother killed his family. Like, it's just a lot more depth, I feel like. But we're gonna break it down and talk about why and which category or which fights are better in our opinion, not just my opinion. So first off, we got choreography. Basically, kind of like the motion of the anime, kind of like you see connecting hits. Like you kind of like, for example, I'm gonna put this clip up. For example, you see each other, you see them fighting each other, you see the hits connecting, you see them missing, you see them like. I feel like Naruto has this topic by a landslide because nigga, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan. Like, trust and believe that. But sometimes the fights be kind of whack, where all you see is two niggas in the sky just having a freaking brawl to the death, but you don't even see it. All you see is just like photopsia, where it's kind of like just two stars in the sky just going back and forth, and you're like, nigga, what's really going on? You know what? Another anime that does that, bro? Bleach. Both of those animes do that, where it's kind of like there's two niggas in the sky just going ham. And it's like, nigga, I don't even know who's winning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to know who's winning, who's drawing blood. Like, is anybody leaking yet? Like, I don't even know. Like, that's kind of like, I'd be so confused on that, low-key. But, Majin Vegeta versus Goku. Like, we kind of seen those niggas throwing hands. They was throwing blows. Like, we kind of seen it. That's the type of fighting that I like. That's the type of anime fights that I like. So but still though, when it comes to choreography, I'm still gonna say Naruto by a landslide. I mean, hey, a lot of people might not agree with that. Some niggas might say Dragon Ball Z. I disagree, bro. Because like, look, bro, look at the examples. Like, bro, Naruto versus Sasuke. Them niggas was throwing hands. We seen all of it, bro. Kakashi versus Obito. These niggas throwing blows. We see these niggas missing, hitting. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, that's a whole different, even like the smaller fights. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, it was like a filler episode, but Orochimaru had like a sword fight in Boruto, and we see that, like, that's the type of fighting that's like, that hand to hand, we see the combat in plain sight. That's like, that's real art in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like Dragon Ball Z, it symbolizes a better beatdown than any other anime, in my opinion. Like, when I say beatdown, I'm talking about like, bro, I'm way stronger than you, and it's not going to be close at all. I'm going to like dominate and humiliate you. I feel like that is the best example of Dragon Ball Z fights in some scenarios. Cause bro, think about it, bro. Think about it. This episode, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, this traumatized me as a kid because Vegeta was my favorite character growing up. So seeing this, bro, to this day, I still get angry. I'm like, there's no way that this nigga was literally down talking him being the prince of all Saiyans. He said he was a prince of two niggas. That's embarrassing, bro. And then this nigga Frieza, he chokes him with his own tail. This nigga chokes him with his own tail, whamming this nigga in the stomach. Boom, boom, boom. And then this nigga blood gets on his lip. Guess what this nigga Frieza does? He licks his blood. I'm like, oh nah, that nigga Frieza was definitely the first villain in fiction that I hated, bro. I hated Frieza with all of my soul, bro. I despised this nigga, bro. It came down to his hood. Choked this nigga with his tail. Bam and whamming this nigga in the stomach. It looked like that nigga was taking back shots, bro. Pause. Look at this nigga, bro. I'm like, nah, ain't no way they got the Prince of All Saiyans going like that. And not only that, he killed this nigga. He killed this nigga, bro. That nigga Vegeta had this long speech crying to Goku talking about, bro, it gotta be you, bro. You gotta be the one to kill this nigga. I'm like, bro, Vegeta, this is going against all your pride and your energy, bro. Like, this is not who I know you as. This nigga Goku had dug a hole and put him 3 feet in he didn't even dig 6 feet. This nigga dug like 3 feet, had this nigga over. Man, come on, cuz. They disrespected my nigga that episode, man. And not only that, they brought this nigga back to life. In 2 episodes, they brought that nigga back to life. That nigga Goku over there still boxing Frieza. This nigga over here looking at Goku Super Saiyan 1. He like, yo, you a dog. I finally see it. That's what's up. But that's cool though. That's he got humiliated. No, I'm sorry. That was disrespectful what they did to my boy, bro. Another example of like a crazy beatdown was, say, Frieza versus Trunks, bro. Yo, King Cole, he said, yeah, I bet. Go get him, son. That nigga Frieza went out there, boy. That nigga got sliced and diced, nigga. I'm talking about that nigga was a chef that day. I'm like, bro, nah. But like, low key though, I'm gonna keep it a rack though. That was high key. Can I call that unrealistic though? Like, this nigga came up with a sword and sliced this nigga. Like, he was on a whole nother level with a little blast, a key blast to end him off. He eviscerated that nigga at the end, bro. Man, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you, but that nigga Trunks was like that. I'm telling you, bro. Low key, bro, I got a point to make, bro. Y'all ever notice how, like, every time Krillin dies, Dragon Ball Z niggas always get like a huge boost? Like, bro, think about it, bro. When Frieza killed Krillin for the first time, this nigga Goku went Super Saiyan 1. That was the most iconic fight ever. That was the most iconic upgrade and awakening we ever seen in anime. After Krillin died. After the homie Krillin died, that nigga Goku, biggest awakening of all time. And then low-key, after Krillin died the second time to another awakening form of Frieza, this nigga, he fell in the water, and then Gohan, baby Gohan, went nuts. Was like, man, what you do to my nigga? And just started and straight blitzed this nigga. This nigga didn't even go Super Saiyan. He just straight blitzed this nigga. Just started hitting this nigga with all type of combos. He didn't kill him, but that was low-key cool. You know what I'm saying? And bro, Krillin is the perfect character for that show, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, he don't really do nothing much, but like be the homie. And every time he dies for like the 7th time, he always comes back, but then it's like he always make his niggas around him stronger by just dying. Like, dang, after you lose a homie, he just be going crazy. Like, the niggas just be going crazy after they lose Krillin, bro. Krillin must be a good friend, bro, because every time he died, his homies just get way stronger. Like, all right, no, you killed my nigga Krillin? Oh yeah, you going to hell, dog. And then they just start going crazy. But like, peep it. One thing about Naruto that I would say is like kind of like what surpasses the fights for Dragon Ball Z, in my opinion, is like the depth behind it. I kind of mean like the purpose on why these niggas are fighting, because I feel like Dragon Ball Z kind of lacks that in a way. Like Boo, like Kid Boo. Kid Boo was a parasite. The nigga didn't even have a conscience. This nigga was just evil for no reason. And everyone was like, dang nigga, who are you? And they just had to fight this nigga just because they had to fight this nigga. But like, low-key, the villains in Dragon Ball Z don't be having no type of real purpose. Like, for the main part, bro, these niggas just be straight evil for no reason. Frieza, Kid Boo, nigga Super Boo at that point. All the boos, nigga. What the nigga? Cell is definitely by far the best villain. On the other hand, Naruto, oh yeah, every time you see a fight, they got the most depth behind it. Like, bro, Sasuke versus Itachi, even though that fight was kind of like an 8 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, it wasn't like a brand fight to me. Those niggas was fighting for real purpose. Like, that nigga was really trying to kill his brother because his brother killed his family. Like, there's lore behind it that needs to be explained. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes an anime great. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like the same thing with Kakashi versus Obito. Like, that was that was lore in the beef that they had for like 30 years. And the nigga posed him as dead, and he came back to life and like, yo, I'm still mad at you about you not protecting Ram 30 years ago. Like, that's low-key entertaining. Like, I would like to watch and understand why this nigga is mad. That's the depth I'm talking about. Or, like I'm saying, it's just depth. It's story and lore behind it. That's what makes it good. I feel like there's not that much depth in Dragon Ball Z when it comes to like anime and story in general. Okay, like I'm gonna just say this to like cap off my point, and low-key just like clip up the video. Bro, Dragon Ball Z is, yes, it's iconic. It probably has the most iconic fights ever. Like Goku versus Frieza, one of the most iconic fights ever. But like more time to get around it. But I'm low-key just making excuses. Because if we being real, I feel like everybody that is a Dragon Ball fan and just understands that, I want y'all to understand, like, it has flaws. Like, y'all can't be nostalgia old heads. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, bro, Dragon Ball has a lot of flaws. That's not a 10 out of 10 anime. It is because it's like, it's just iconic, but like, if you really watch it and understand it, ain't nothing really going on in Dragon Ball. Like, it's cold because it's like, yeah, Super Saiyan is like one of the most popular like awakenings ever. Like, everyone just knows Dragon Ball Z, but that makes it iconic and popular. But does that make the story that good? That's a question, bro. Hey, that's up to y'all to decide though. But I just want to say, like, that's gonna end up the video, man. I'm gonna sum up the video like that, man. I got stuff to do. But yeah, man, I just want y'all to understand, like, a nigga love y'all, man. I hope y'all taking care of yourselves. I hope y'all loving yourself and loving God and getting after God and getting after just your goals and dreams, nigga. Yeah. So I'll catch y'all on the flip side, man. I'm gonna be way more consistent. I'm gonna start posting shorts. Hey, follow my Instagram too if y'all ever want to chat, ask for some questions about content and some advice about anything really. But it's King Willie X. So yeah, hit that up if y'all want to, and I'll catch y'all boys on the flip side.